More than 2 days after the shooting, law enforcement officials are still mostly at a loss understanding why Paddock decided to attack the Route 91 Harvest Festival's crowd of about 22,000 people. "I anticipate he was looking for anybody coming to take him into custody," Clark County Sheriff Joseph Lombardo said Tuesday. Lombardo said that, with all signs pointing to the attack being highly premeditated, investigators are now focused on finding any details on a potential motive. Friends and relatives of Paddock said they were shocked to learn police had named him as the attacker. His brother, Eric, said he couldn't be more dumbfounded by the shooting. They described Paddock as an avid gambler, recognizable at the high-stakes tables in Vegas, who lived in an upscale retirement community in Mesquite, Nevada. But he drew little attention to himself at home and had no serious criminal record. He was one of 4 brothers raised by a single mother. His father was a bank robber featured on the FBI's most wanted list after breaking out of prison. Paddock wasn't aggressive, or openly political or religious, according to his family. One brother, Patrick Paddock, told the New York Times that Stephen Paddock was the least violent in the family during my childhood, before continuing, "So, it's kind of like, who?" Investigators say Paddock had been seen gambling more than $10,000 a day multiple times in recent weeks, including some transactions topping $30,000, NBC reported. Lombardo told reporters that various hotel staff members had gone into his room in the days before the attack without thinking anything was imminent. "I can't get into the mind of a psychopath at this point," Lombardo said Monday. Mary Lou Danley, Paddock's girlfriend, was traveling in the Philippines at the time of the attack, and investigators met her upon her return at the Los Angeles International Airport on Tuesday night. A federal official told the Los Angeles Times that Danley was expected to be questioned. "We anticipate some information from her shortly," Lombardo said. "She is currently a person of interest." Paddock's brother described the pair's relationship positively, but other reports suggest Paddock may have been verbally abusive to Danley. Starbucks employees who served the pair near their home in Mesquite said Paddock would regularly berate Danley in public. Paddock met Danley, who is originally from the Philippines but also holds Australian citizenship, while she was working at Club Paradise, part of the Atlantis Casino Resort and Spa in Reno, Nevada. She worked as a high-limit hostess and often gambled with Paddock, according to the Washington Post. Danley, who moved to the U.S. in 1989, was married when she met Paddock, according to the New York Times. She divorced her husband of 25 years, Gary Danley, in 2015. Danley has a daughter and grandchildren, and was described as very friendly by her neighbors. Paddock wired $100,000 to the Philippines, NBC News reported on Tuesday, but the recipient and the reason for the transfer was unclear. His brother, Eric, speculated that the money was for Danley. He said that kind of money wasn't a huge amount for Paddock, elaborating, "Steve took care of the people he loved. He made me and my family wealthy." Investigators say they intend to look into the transfer after they speak with Danley.